This is my review of Pokémon the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back. To be honest, I don't think I remember watching this as a kid. I definitely should have. I love the Pokemon anime, but for whatever reason, I just don't remember this. In fact, the only full Pokemon movie that I remember watching as a kid was Pokemon 3, the movie, and the opening scene from Pokemon Heroes. That's all my memory affords me. So, with this and most of my other Pokemon reviews, it's what I thought of the movie after I watched it as an adult. And yes, Pokemon is the thing with the most nostalgic value for me. So on some level, I think I'm always watching Pokemon with a little bit of the perspective of childlike awe that so captivated me when I first watched it. But at least I'm able to analyze and understand the themes of Pokemon movies from a clearer perspective now. And I think they really do hold up. Even though this isn't my favorite Pokemon movie, probably middle of the pack, I still did like it, or like parts of it. I think the recent remake was a little bit better in terms of aesthetics, but I still like the original. So what exactly did I like? Getting a backstory for Mewtwo was very cool. Great idea. But he was a bit too gullible for my liking. Like, there's no way that he would just trust that Giovanni has his best interests at heart after he was the one who locked him up and had him all wired up. But it was still very cool, and the point of view shots from when Mewtwo first awoke, that was a great idea. Although I don't know what I think of Mew as a Pokemon, it's just not one of my favorite Pokemon to say the least. But it's still very cool to see Mew in the anime because of his scarcity of appearance. Honestly, like, when do you see Mew? It's very rare, so that the novelty alone is very cool. Though I don't really like the way Mew is depicted. I get that they're going for a fun, playful, childlike vibe, and I think they did this in the Lucario movie as well. It's okay, but it's better than no personality. I just don't know if it quite fits Mew, the Pokemon from which all other Pokemon came, one of the strongest Pokemon in all the Pokemon world, really. It would be like Arceus giggling like a little child. I just don't know if it fits. Nonetheless, it's still great to see Mew on screen. And the best part, and I mean the best part of this entire movie, was when Ash turned to stone and the tears of everyone brought him back to life. I know it's cheesy, whatever, but I was emotionally invested, and they built it up well, and they earned the payoff. It was a big emotional moment. It had weight behind it, and I loved that it wasn't rushed. They just let it sit, and it was a very touching scene. Now, what did I not like? Well, talking about the original version that came out in '99, it was a little bit clunky, and that's understandable because it was their first film, but still, it wasn't as smooth and seamless as perhaps they would have even liked. I felt like it dragged in too many places. A lot of the plot was focused on Mewtwo getting his revenge on humans, but he only selected a few humans on a secure island. It was just a little bit too limited for my liking. I didn't feel like we got to explore new parts of the Pokemon world. We were just kind of stuck on this island. And the movie was quite dark. It wasn't bright or vibrant. Something just felt a little bit off. There was almost a gloomy undertone that lingered throughout the whole movie, and it was just a little bit unsettling. Maybe this was just me, but it wasn't really a feel-good movie, and they don't all have to be, but I just feel like the tone was a little bit off. Maybe they just weren't quite sure what they wanted to go for, and it was just a mix of a few different things. And of course this could have been, and probably was because it was Pokemon's first time on the big screen. They were still figuring out what to do with the anime, let alone their first feature film, so I understand, but they could have done more. Like, this could have been better. I think everyone would agree with that. This could have been better. Unless it's your favorite, and then that's okay. So during the final scene, when all the clone Pokemon were battling their originals, for some reason they couldn't use any of their attacks. I think Mewtwo disabled them or something. Not even a water gun or a razor leaf, nothing? Like, really? And for a movie without much battling at all, or if any up to this point, this really could have been the point to make up for lost time. Show Pokemon fans in your first feature film what these Pokemon can do. Show us some cool moves. And it was a really cool idea to have Pokemon versus a Pokemon clone. Same Pokemon versing each other. Great idea. Just fell flat. They didn't quite execute properly. Bit of a letdown. Still, good movie. I enjoyed it. I would rather watch this than a lot of other Pokemon movies. So I give the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, a 5 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed my review. Thanks for listening. Check out some other videos on my channel for other Pokemon and anime related content.